The Grain Trade Center in Vienna was the 17th urban bombing in 4 weeks, blamed on Nod terrorists.
The Security Commission remains in closed session tonight following Nod terrorist actions in Slovenia.
At least your mother tipped well.
Harsh, unforgiving wilderness.
New Tiberium harvesting methods instituted by the Brotherhood of Nod increase profitability by 49%.
Nod Tiberium holdings now account for almost half of the world's known supply, giving the quasi-terrorist group incredible leverage in the London Gold Exchange. On the domestic side,
Cover of Tiberium ignored reporters at Hong Kong's Second World Tiberium Economic Impact Summit. Mobius is expected to refute charges from the scientific community that Tiberium might be dangerous.
مع اللون الأصفر.
As the GDI forces take off in another Nod assault, the free world holds its breath. This is Greg Burdett, WWN, somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Are you picking this up? Deactivate your defense matrix.
Brotherhood of Nod selected.
So, you're the new addition to the Brotherhood. Well, I'm Seth, just Seth. From God to Cain to Seth. I am his right hand, and I have a task for you. This is Nakumba, and he is causing the Brotherhood much grief. His views do not coincide with ours, and that makes him dangerous. Silence him.
Hello and welcome back to Command & Conquer Tiberian Dawn for the first episode of this Let's Play. This is the first level of the Nod campaign. We're here in Libya, trying to take out a local leader. We'll check our briefing here. In order for the Brotherhood to gain a foothold, we must begin by eliminating certain elements. Nakumba, the nearby village's leader, is one such element. His views and ours do not coincide and he must be eliminated. Nod obviously has grand plans for Africa, so we need to silence any people who are anti-Nod, so to speak. Got some reinforcements coming in. I think we end up with 16 minigunners here, which is the basic infantry in the game, and 2 buggies as well.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna make this guy group 1, and this one another group, and these can be a little group here. Let's go down this left path here. There's 2 paths to choose from at the start. I'll send a team down both.
Unit reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Reporting. Moving out. Reporting.
So yeah, we have 2 different types of units. Why are you not fighting? Oh, stop that. Buggies, I'll take care of them. So the buggies are slightly more heavily armed and armoured than the minigunners here. They're called minigunners even though they all carry rifles. Don't ask me why.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Ready and wait. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got it.
And although it's never explicitly said that we're fighting GDI at this point, it does count them as GDI in the scoreboard at the end of the level.
Reporting. Permanent. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Reporting. Permanent.
Now, there's quite a large group of enemies around here if I remember correctly.
Not a problem. Yes, sir.
These guys come up behind me.
Ready and wait. Permanent. Yes, sir. Moving out. Roger. Unit reporting. Yes, ready and wait. Moving out. Hey. Yes, sir. Moving
Now, I am one of these people who likes to scout out every corner of the map, remove all the shroud. I have to fight against those tendencies for this Let's Play, because otherwise we'll just be here all day. Not too worried about casualties, we've got plenty of guys to go through this level. Plus we're Nod after all, so casualties are par for the course.
Yes, sir. Reporting, Rod. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Away, sir.
Oh, and we have a new unit here, the Humvee. This is the GDI equivalent of the buggy. Slightly more heavily armed than the buggies, though I think they both use identical weapons. And here we are, coming into the village.
Ready and wait. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Moving out.
This village is anti-Nod, so we are going to teach them a lesson. No survivors, no mercy. Now, sometimes in later levels you'll come across churches, and if you're playing as Nod, it's often a good idea to take out those churches, because oftentimes the local civilians will be harbouring resources inside, and you'll find a gold crate worth, I think, 5,000. You can actually see Nakumba up here. There's nothing to stop us from killing him now. My uniform. Coming for you, Nakumba. You can see that this map doesn't fill the entire screen. It's because the opening levels of this game are so small that, and that's us complete the first level. Yeah, so the opening levels of this game are so small that it doesn't fill up a screen yet. It's become less of a problem as we go on. I think it's just the first couple missions in each campaign. But here we have our score, so 8 minutes. I don't think that's correct. We're playing at a slightly higher speed. You can adjust the game speed to whatever is preferable for you. I tend to find that this is the best speed to play at. You can kind of exploit the game by changing the speed mid-mission, so you can go really slow when it's important to, or you can just put the game speed to max and just wait for your resources to come in. 100% efficiency, I believe that's calculated on kill-death ratio, and then the total score, I don't know where that comes from. I had only 3 casualties. GDI took 22 casualties, and the civilians in the area took 17. I don't know if Nakumba falls into GDI or neutral, but yeah, and the neutral faction took 13. 13 buildings were destroyed. So that is the end of this first level. Thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow with the first of the GDI missions, where we'll have our introduction to base building.